Welcome everyone to beautiful Windsor, Ontario as we get set for League One Ontario Championship level action. Tonight, Windsor City FC hosting Darby FC and a battle of the mid-table. Good evening everyone and welcome to We Digital's coverage. I'm Justin Prince as we get set for Mackeyman Stadium here to start off the month of June. An interesting matchup on hand as both of these teams separated by just a couple points in the table entering this evening. Both have had similar matchups, and both have had similar starts. 2-3 for Windsor City FC, 2-1 for Darby FC from Whitby. That sees Darby ahead by just the 1 point as a result of the tie last month. Both teams getting positioned and ready to go to start things off tonight. But before we get things fully underway, reminder that tonight, glad to have you with us here on We Digital first of all, but second, couple new goaltenders in start tonight. Dennis Cuevas making his first home start of the season. That's for Windsor City FC. We'll touch upon more in a moment. We're underway from Windsor as Windsor City FC begins things with a quick whistle. And they keep on playing through the box to start things off. For Windsor City FC, it's Jonathan Agapito in the lineup. Scotto Gill, Khalifa Amoda, Ferry Zakdar, Dylan Sato, Yao Cavaletti, Hendrik Jerkovic, along with Justin Achille, Gershon Dupuis, Bastian Aguilera, their starting lineup today for Windsor City. For Darby FC, it's the 30-year-old and the veteran in the league, and Matt Zakos, who will be starting alongside the two-time goal scorer against North Mississauga, Tyler Sorofsky, along with Zach Zoner-Cross, Nigel Buckley, the two-time scorer this season, Cameron Roach, Michael Enzo, France Pangop, Alexander Irwin, Justin Irwin, along with Caleb Pierce and David Riley. Windsor City FC currently playing patient to start. Work back and forth inside the Windsor defensive zone. Worked all the way back to Cuevas. Now they go to the far side. Trying to find some motion, some movement to start off things. Here this match headed away by Darby FC. Work back now through the kicks to Aguilera. It's again to Cavaletti. Quick passing. That time Aguilera getting it from Agapito. Aguilera and Agapito working back and forth. Aguilera. Work to Agapito. Looks to try and go over the top. Kicked aside with the knee work. Akhtar with the overcommit. Darby FC trying to play things around, just approaching 2 minutes in already here in Windsor City. FC action here on their home pitch. Intercepted by Akhtar, looks to pass to the top of the box. Work through some of the traffic by Dupuis. Instead taken away by Darby FC. Passed along from Pangop. Work back and forth, up from the top, from the midfield. Work through the traffic. Instead picked up by Nigel Buckley. Taken away by Windsor City. Intercepted yet again by Sorofsky. He picked up 2 goals last time for against North Mississauga SC. Able to find his target this time of the pass. And a quick tackle out of the box and a whistle as the ball rolls away. That time, Trienzo drawing the whistle for the first major contact of the match today. And that'll set things up, it looks like, for the set piece. Darby FC, last time out, coming off a scoring bonanza against North Mississauga SC, as just referred to. 4-3 was that final on May the 24th. Had a couple days to be able to regroup from Whitby. They set things up for their first set piece and free kick just outside the 18-yard mark from the box. Just past 3 minutes in, 0-0 here on We Digital. Going through the traffic, headed aside. That time by Gill. Pop back to traffic, and Cuevas tracks it down. Cuevas make the appearance today for what is his second start of the season. Had no goals allowed in his first. Kicked aside as Dupuy tries to go on the run forward. Dupuy's been one of the top goal scorers for Windsor City FC so far this season. In fact, 5 goals in 436 minutes so far for the club. He's picked up, including 2 goals. The last time against St. Catharines Roma, has had 3 games with goals in his past 4. From the corner kick. Headed aside, that time by Moda. Work to Sato, last season's leading scorer. Now back along Akhtar, looking for an air cross. Dupuy gets ahead on it, but goes wide of the woodwork. First goal kick, as Zakos will set things up for the first goalkeeper kick today. Here's a look at the skies, expected to potentially have rain in the forecast here today. In fact, 22 degrees Celsius, feeling like 21. The winds also have been up and down as high as 15 kilometers an hour throughout tonight. Expect the chance it to rain by the mid-match to be 75%. Goal kick from the veteran and the head club goalkeeper coach for Whitby Iroquois SC. Windsor City FC with it. Worked around by Gill. Now passed back on the far side. Sato trying to scan around. Good footwork, able to pass it away. Moda pass back to the defensive layer. Aguilera. Work to the center line. Pass by it by Cavaletti. Trying to go fast as Sato. Bounced off and taken away by Darby FC. Pengop. Work back from the defensive layer by Alexander Irwin. Kicked away by Zakos. Couple headers zipping forward. A chance for Windsor City. Gill tries to get the pass back, taken away from the Akhtar pass. Up to Sorofsky. Again by Caleb Pierce. Pierce on the long pass, takes it across the halfway line. Now bounce back and taken away by good steal. Windsor City FC loses possession back though. Renzo trying to go on the attack, poked aside by Aguilera. Small header rolls into the placement of Windsor City FC, kicked away by Akhtar. Just past 6 minutes in, and a whistle. Too much contact. Around 45 yards from the pin. Just about outside the attacking third for Windsor City. Here's a look. And right here, just a touch too physical. Trying to get the box out. Aguilera. Back to Cavaletti. Aguilera. Trying to play patient here. Trying to work back and forth. Work back again from Cavaletti all the way back to Cuevas. Cuevas elects to hold on to it, the 19-year-old goalkeeper. Had several appearances last season as part of League 2 Ontario play for Windsor City FC League 2 squad action. As far back as May the 9th. Cuevas. Now gives it to Aguilera. Aguilera looks on the dribble. Trying to get towards Dupuy, sails towards the near side corner. And Darby FC takes the throw-in. Darby FC, one of the newer clubs in League 1 Ontario play, initially joined the men's side in around 2018. Was one of the first teams to join the women's side in the mid-2010s as well. The club started itself back in 2015. Windsor City FC trying to slice its way through it. Picked up instead by Darby FC. A slide by Aguilera. Picked up the bounce by Pangop. Work from Zaromsky. Looking around, Zoner Kraus. Back along to Alexander Irwin. Looking far. Headed away by Justin Achille. And Windsor City FC resets again. So far, calm one here in Windsor. As we get set for the start of the month of June here, starting today, obviously. taken away by Pancop. Aguilera slides it out, and that sets up the throw-in. Windsor City FC trying to get on the defensive. Work back and forth with a quick give and go. Shutting off the tackle, Caleb Pierce tries to float it, tied by Cuevas for the stop. And a good save by Cuevas after a great piece of footwork off the tackle attempt. Pierce trying to float it to the corner. Aguilera tries to float it to the attacking front. Work back again to Alexander Irwin, and looking directed to a throw-in, Darby FC. A reminder, tonight's action brought to you by Leyland 625 this evening. Once again, Leyland 625, the match day sponsor for today's matchup. Glad to have them once again for today's match here in Windsor. Windsor City FC for the midfield. Trying to work it away. Agapito go near side. That Cavaletti. Aguilera. Back to Cuevas. Aguilera. A lot of patience so far. From Cavaletti. Aguilera. Now Cuevas. Aguilera once again. Much of the Darby FC defensive side just inside the first half of the pitch. Darby FC once again lets it bounce out for a throw-in. Trouble's getting around the center strip today for Windsor City. There is the head coach from the Windsor side. Right, you've seen. That's Voncho Carter actually on screen. The head coach today for Darby FC, Michael Mariano. Windsor City FC trying to go on the attack. Gill. Gonna hit. Taken instead by Akhtar. Cavaletti working with Aguilera. Aguilera looking for communication. Gets it back to Cuevas. On the goal kick again. Darby FC not allowing Windsor City a chance to breathe in their own third so far. And a tackle draws the whistle. Too aggressive, Amoda. This time, Zoner Kraus drawing it for the free kick. There's the head coach. Once again, we talked about that. Michael Mariano, coach for Darby FC. Head assistant coach Chris Riley. And Kramer also a part of that coaching staff this season. Right now looking for the placement. Justin Irwin. Through the box. Grazed off Windsor City. And that sets up the corner kick. Just about 12 minutes through. Now there is Walter Cosenza. Cosenza talking things over with his assistant coaching staff. Several of the coaches on that squad, including Bosco, Papaback, Shane Topolick, also a part of those with the squad today. From the far side, Darby FC looking for the corner kick. They provided most of the pressure today. They go low and kicked aside. Gill and a whistle. It looks like they'll set up a quick set play. A free kick just outside of Windsor City's box. Cuevas. Work back and forth. All the way up to Gill. And tackled down on the face plant. Draws the whistle. Darby FC gets the ball. It's a bit too physical on that sequence. touch upon what happened last time out for Windsor City FC real quickly. Coming off a win last time against St. Catharines Roma. 2-1 was that final. Dupuy once again was the spark plug there that helped bring them to victory against the team at the bottom of the table. Now looking to cut ahead, Darby FC has it broken aside by the speedster Buckley. Kelly from the goal line, kicked away, working with Sato. Taken away once again by the pressure. Rolled around Cameron Roach. Pass through some more traffic. Long kick right into the breadbasket of Cuevas. Aguilera. Cavaletti. On the kicks again, Akhtar working with Dupuy. Trying to go give and go. Got too trafficky. Alexander Irwin on the tackle now, taken back again by Roach. Aguilera. Cavaletti. Aguilera. Cuevas. Once again, remaining active on touches so far in the first 15 minutes. Taken up again. This is Hendrik Jerkovic. Work with Sato. Trying to go fast now with the cut. Gill trying to pass it. Too much traffic to Agapito. Does work its way. Still inside the attacking third. Bastian Aguilera now from the middle third. Forced to reset again. Tries to go over the top. Darby FC once again draws the whistle on the battle for the header. And they'll get the free kick. It's again League One Ontario action here on We Digital. Just at the 16-minute mark. 0-0 still your score between Windsor City FC and Darby FC. Darby FC, so far, very precise on their passing. A long kick, finds its way to Roach. Moved up to Pangop, tries to go down the side. Cavaletti, and flags raised, back the other direction on the battle. Passing's been precise, but the physicality's also been extremely high so far here today. Let's look just after the play. As once again, Pangop trying to set it up down the near side on the free kick. Darby FC with the first two pieces of contact and another whistle and a yellow card. Too much contact from Gill. That's two straight whistles for a free kick off battles for headers. And it looks like Gill getting the booking.
A yellow card has been issued to Gonzalo Gill of Windsor City FC.
So Gill getting what is now his third yellow card with the squad, his second at the League One Ontario level here today. As that will set up a throw in as it goes out to the far side. Right now, Darby FC trying to provide a lot of options in the box. All but just two are within 5 feet of it. A long throw. A long header back in response. Booted up to the sky. Good header by Aguilera. Gets the distance to midfield. Right to Gill. Now moved up with Dupuy. Dupuy, 4 defenders around him. Make it 5. Can't get it around them. Allows the reset. Dirienzo. On the sideline. Darby FC trying to pass it asunder. DiRienzo. Stuff a couple. Now Roach. Taken away by Windsor City to the middle once more. A calm matchup outside. of the chances from Darby FC as that sets up Darby FC throw-in. Kicked away now, taken away, shot from the ground, and picked up by Zekos. He's been with the club since 2018 now. He's had some experience in the league for about 10 years. League One Ontario did interviews with him as one of his first showcase interviews for the experiences in the league, formerly of Brock University for the Badgers. That's helped set things up now with a run ahead. Pangop looking to sidestep, kicks it off of the defenders to set up the corner kick. Good heads-up play. And now that sets things up on the near side corner. Pangop, our veteran at this level. Played for several years in League One Ontario. And it looks like the rain clouds are starting to open up. Some of the umbrellas in the grandstands have opened up. So add that to a huge gust of wind just hitting the stadium in the past 10 seconds. The wind speeds can be treacherous here at Acumen Stadium. Trying to slice through it, headed away by Windsor City, right to Pangop. The shot just grazes the meshing past the post. And that will set up a goal kick once again for Windsor City. Cuevas with a close call there, that missing just by a couple feet. Once again, Windsor City FC now making adjustments, trying to keep it turf side. Floated up to Cabaletti. Right back midfield, sped away by Jerkovic. Killy, long pass, working with Dupuy. Gets one bounce, push back, resets again. Puy behind the back pass, gets to DeSato, but knocked out for a throw-in. Windsor City trying to take advantage of this quick burst. Darby FC burns it out quickly. Kicked up far side. Rolled up from Buckley. Taken away again. Jerkovic on the initial tackle. Now worked up on the attack. Akhtar tries to go and kick it himself. Misses. And another goal kick. Almost halfway through half number one here in Windsor. So far, 0-0 your score between Windsor City FC and Darby FC. Long kick once again by Darby FC. Worked into the attacking third. Trying to work things towards Buckley in traffic. Cuevas dives on top of it. Windsor City FC yet again having to stand defensively on their head so far. Cabaletti works it between some wickets. Now moved ahead by Amoda. Akhtar. And another whistle. And again, going back the other way, offsides flag raised on the far sideline. By the way, today's officials, Jafar Mohammed is your referee here today. Tiara Glishik is your first assistant referee. Tanya Candido is the second AR, with the fourth official being Peril Patrick. Right now, the Irwins now work it all the way. Zekos on a long kick. Knocked back by Windsor City. A diving play by Achille initially. Darby FC still with the touch, though. Work now off of Caleb Pierce. Slicing through a lot of traffic. Bounce back again to Buckley. Buckley tries to pivot. Resets again. Short passing through the traffic. Work back yet again by the defensive layer. to Zakos. Alexander Irwin tries to go far on the kick. Buckley tries to chase. Cuevas dives on it on a slide. And so far, after 24 minutes, no shots allowed past him so far. Windsor City FC with a couple opportunities looking for the one on the target so far. Out for another Darby FC throw-in. Here's a look at the umbrella weather so far. We touched upon. Most people thought it would rain, now poked it back, except for the one fan who is continuously ready just in case it rains aggressively all of a sudden. Expect that aggressiveness to start up pretty soon yet again as the winds continue to go back and forth. Speaking of the winds, the tides of the throw-ins going from Darby FC to Windsor City. Knock to Sato. Gets it by 2. Works it up the far side. Looking for the cross. Knocked away. Too much traffic as Zach Zoner-Kraus able to get it away. Still working to try and get it away from the back. Able to get it to midfield instead. Kelly takes it now. Gill tries to go yo-yo. Instead gives it back to Agapito. Pito passed on the slice. Intercepted. Here comes Darby FC. Trying to set up Buckley. Can't. Hancock trying to get it through the traffic. Now work back the other direction. Sliced by David Riley, but able to roll right back to Zakos. They have, as this match has gone on, Darby FC, mind you, moved Tomer Zarovsky should say, from the defensive roaming position all the way to midfield as part of his placement. He tries to place himself back on defense as Windsor City FC has it tackled away before anything goes afoot. But it is a throw-in as they slide it out. Now looks like a quick whistle as the Darby FC player from the slide gets checked on by the officiating staff. Looks like we are okay. Throw in from the far side. Trying to still search. Dupuy couldn't get to him. Now they work it ahead. Darby FC trying to battle for the tackle. Kicked away by Sikorsky once again. Cavaletti. Back to Akhtar. Dupuy. Again, short, simple passing. Cuevas now directs to the right side. Taken up by Jerkovic. Floats it up to Dupuy. Dupuy tries to open up the lanes. Again, kick back to the goalkeeper. Now, kept turf side. Good sprint by Caleb Pierce. To the side, Achille nearly breaks it up. Instead, Justin Irwin gets it. Justin Irwin tackled down. No whistle, but it's still signaled for Darby FC throw-in. Couple headers back and forth here. Just past halfway in this first half. Cuevas with the catch. And that's been the story so far today. Darby FC with more opportunities. Cuevas in the right places, in the right time so far. Windsor City FC with a couple offensive attacks so far. Looking to try and apply some more pressure here in this mid-table fight. In the middle third, work back the defensive third for a moment. Gill, pass to him, knocked away by Darby FC for a throw-in. Trying to throw it. Kicked asunder instead. Work back to the Logos. Taken back by Windsor City, though, with the tackle attempts, but a whistle for a free on the pass back. Windsor City still with it. Amoda is ready to sprint. Once again, they've worked it a lot towards the near side through Cavaletti today. Gill gets it stripped away. And now, all the way back to Zakos for the kick. Header won this time off the bounce by Darby FC. Floated through the sky. Knocked ahead. Achille, the only one there. Instead elects to flick it out. And nearly towards the fans watching for the pickup truck. Narrow throw. Michael Rienzo trying to keep it on the turf along with Zach Zoner-Kraus again. An update from out of town. London FC pulling off an upset. A 1-0 victory against TFC Academy. That is the first L for TFC Academy this season. And just like that, the top of the table has taken an interesting turn. Both of those teams are now tied at 15 points apiece to start off the month of June with that matchup. Here comes Darby FC. Work through some more traffic. Cameron Roach couldn't stick with it. Gill. Sato. Has another whistle drawn, and the substitution board goes up in the air for the first time today as Gill comes out with the yellow card. They'll bring in Hayek Paez. First time, one of the first times seeing him on this home pitch here this season. 0.9 minutes against St. Catharines Roma. Also has played some time in the League 2 squad side. 9 minutes as well. Previous against Unionville Milliken in that loss, 5-3. Back and forth now to the middle. On the bounce, Cavaletti. Kept low. And straight to the forehead. Apply the ball directly to the forehead as that applies the ball directly off the shins for a throw-in. Looking to search for it is the Ontario Tech grad student. Groski has it taken away after the throw. Work back now to Cuevas. Cuevas on the give and go. Has a lot of traffic around him. Taken away. A chance now for Darby FC up close. The shot bounced away. Ricocheted. What a stop by Aguilera. And Aguilera saves a goal for Windsor City. In 3 different options, this could have been a goal. 1 off the post. 2 right off Aguilera. And it ends up being Agapito who heads it away. That still, of course, means corner kick. This will set up from the far corner. Knocked away by Achille. Rolled right back towards Agapito. He wins the Chelsea battle. Now taken up by Windsor City. Looking to rally off that save from the goal line. Now to Sato. Wynn takes it instead. Skomsky. Battle back and forth. Darby FC says, you know what, let's kick it to the corner. They get the lucky bounce instead, and now we'll take the throw-in. That time, Skomsky just about grazing it off the forehead there. And now there is a player down to the other side of the pitch, hence all the pause here. "33rd minute, 0-0. Still your score. Tonight's action brought to you by Leona 625. Let's again thank them for their support here today. for this match. The training staff already out for Darby FC as they check on the fallen player on the far side. First significant stoppage here of the evening. And it looks like Darby FC preparing, just in case, for subs. Now, the next Windsor City FC game up on June the 7th. It's a Friday night matchup as BVB IA Waterloo ends up playing Windsor City FC. That's an 8 p.m. start time. Should be an interesting time. Once again, that's an affiliation with Germany. A lot of talk, obviously, with the championship and, of course, the Champions League this season. Of course, finishing things up in the past day or so, in fact. A lot of rallying going on. It's obviously not the time nor the place. But looks like we're just about ready for a throw-in from the Windsor City far corner, rather near side. A couple substitutions will also be in place for Darby FC here. As Munsel's on the substitution boards coming in this time. Believe they have now brought Caleb Pierce out as a result of the injury. They've also brought in Dylan Campbell for this first appearance of the match today. And Windsor City just gives it right back. So, Darby FC tries to work it over the skies. Kopsky boots it again. Lands back around the midfield. And another whistle for a free. Kopsky. Now with Zoner Kraus. Zekos. Akhtar. Tries to flame it back. Resets back to the midfield. Aguilera.
Substitution in the 35th minute. Number 10
Cuevas.
Campbell is in for number 12, Michael Direnzo.
Renzo again, curling off the pitch. For those who missed the last substitution, Dylan Campbell. Caleb Pierce also now off. Again to repeat. Out for a throw-in. And Darby FC forced to reset for the whistle. Down to less than 10 minutes unofficially for this first half of play already. It's kind of breezed on by. But now Windsor City FC looks to carry the breeze that's starting to kick up over the pitch. Try and get some offense. Darby FC instead takes another throw-in away. Tackle midfield. Clean tackle. Now rolled back over to Caballetti. Work back from Akhtar. Aguilera. Back and forth. Cuevas. On the run up once again. Long run that time from Jerkovic. Work back to Aguilera. Caballetti. Santo. Caballetti watching along as rather it's work from Jerkovic. Kicked on forward by Agapito, taken away yet again, this time by Dylan Campbell. Back to Zabrowski. Zabrowski taking on the clean tackle, trying to work the footwork and the whistle. And a free situation. Moda trying it, already working too fast, say the officials. They'll be forced to reset slowly here. This time it's Agapito, their primary set taker. Look to take this 35 yards away from the goal line. A lot of the Darby FC players currently shuffled to the top of where the goal is. Now they all sprint through, looking for a header, and misses the woodwork. .39th minute, unofficially. 0-0 still your score line. And Windsor City FC, one of its best chances there, going wide. Zakos now looks to recompose things as Darby FC looks like they may go far side to start this. They do. Wind nearly takes it to the middle. Windsor City FC bats it around. Achille just about and does send it to the parking lot. An error throw in for Darby FC. From the bounce, Soner Kraus. Work back this time, David Riley. Take it away, here comes Dupuy. Dupuy from the far side wing. Looks to try and kick it away. Resets. Now forced to regroup right against the far side touchline. Tackle down. One of the whistle, didn't get it. Darby FC tries to take it from the scene, still trapped. Windsor City now with the touch. Sails it through the top of the box. Pop back up all the way to midfield. And a bump from behind. Drawn by Cavaletti. And another free kick situation. This time just at the edge of the attacking third. So Windsor City FC looks to place things once again. Win currently facing where Agapito looks to shoot it from. Falls just shy at the goal line. Now rolls all the way to the far side corner. Goal kick regardless. So as this half comes to its final couple moments, a reminder one more time, tonight's action brought to you in part by Luna 625. It's again the game sponsor for this evening's action here at Acumen Stadium. So, Zankos after tracking down the ball, tries to pass short. Taken instead on the sprint. And nearly stolen is stolen. That time by Akhtar. Akhtar near side from a double. Instead takes throw-in situation. Windsor City trying to work the fastest it's been all night so far. Aguilera. Long pass. Kicked up into the sky. Skovsky. Oh, a near contact battling for the ball. Popped around a couple times now, trying the whistle. Amoda. And now Windsor City tries to work fast on the free again. Too fast. And again, here comes a yellow card. Yellow card to Justin Irwin, should say. And that's our second yellow card this match. So now they set for the free kick. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Unofficially and pending added time. Long kick and tracked down again by Zakos. From the hand signal, Sikorsky. Likes to keep it short. Working with Alexander Irwin. Now moved ahead. Lots of trap pressure, and yet again rolling out. Long throw, touched up to Windsor City. Justin Irwin once again picking up the Darby yellow card. That's her second yellow card this match, one per side. Agapito. He's had plenty of touches today on free kicks. He looks to set things up for Sato. Sato looks to cross it. Kicked away. Kopsky yet again. Moved up again by Amoda. From Sato. Worked again to Jerkovic. Sato. On the give and go, Agapito gets it back. Right about time for added time soon here. On the bounce, David Riley. Riley kicks it sideline, throw in called. That time kicked off of Dupuis. Darby FC taking their time here. Now they throw it very far, near precise. On the contact, and back the other direction, too physical. They say Dylan Campbell ran into the Windsor City player for the battle for the ball. So we are in added time, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of added time. It's again, 2 minutes of added time. So we work through added time here. Cuevas. Intercepted. Here comes Campbell. He looks to try and sidestep right. Tries to pass it. Now pushed back. Here comes Windsor City. They have time for maybe one, if not two attacks. Kicked away. Aguilera draws a whistle. And another free kick. After a discussion with the second official in Glishik. Aguilera, the free kick. A great kick, but headed away. Kopsky bounced back over his way. Has Dupuis on footsteps. Can't keep it in from the touchline. It sails towards the grandstand for a throw-in. Possibly the final chance for Windsor City FC offensively this half here. Can anyone break through on the score sheet to close out the half? And touched back out. All the way back to Darby FC after the jousting and juggling from Cavaletti. So back on the cut, out. And flip the other direction again. And that ends the first half of play. So far, a draw. It's 0-0 between Windsor City FC and Darby FC. After 45 minutes, no score here on Weed Digital. Second half of play starts soon. You're watching Weed Digital Productions for coverage of League One Ontario Championship play from Windsor. But he was also an All-American, second team in this time to right. Forward back line this time. Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackle just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake ends up booking a trip to the prairies.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor, Ontario for tonight's action, where it's 0-0 between Windsor City FC and the opposing Darby FC here on We Digital Productions. Justin Pritz with you as we get ready for the start of the second half of play. So far, both sides have been trying to break through. The closest to that was in the 32nd minute when Darby FC shot one off the crossbar, or rather off the post. Then, second opportunity, stopped by Bastien Aguilera at the goal line. And then the third opportunity was knocked loose by Jonathan Agapito. So, just about getting all set to go from tonight's action. Leona 625 is the presenting sponsor for today's action. We are currently in a situation where the officials are currently holding a pause to the match situation. Apparently, a situation just happened up in the stand side where they have now called for a quick pause of the match as security currently works things on the grandstand side. So currently trying to understand the situation here. Again, a league policy is in place against any racist remarks or anything in that regard from those in attendance, including from the fans. And that's currently apparently a current pause situation here. Trying to sort out the situation as currently the officials talk things over with both sidelines here before we can get started for the second half of play. And now both coaches are talking things over. So currently trying to sort out the situation as we have been told that there's current pause due to a situation. Get as much information as much as possible here. So we're currently under a game delay. Again, currently under game delay here at Acumen Stadium. We'll take a quick step aside. You're watching We Digital. Okay, so now that we had a interesting delay situation apparently called on by the officials, we are now underway for the start of the second half as we get things underway here on We Digital between Windsor City FC and Darby FC. Darby FC on the attack to start, right to Cuevas. Rolled up by Jerkovic. Now all the way up the far side, nearly out. Picked back instead by Windsor City. Sato, off his touch, rolls out, throw-in situation. Grazed down and regrouped for an even further down throw-in. All the way up the touchline. Now Justin Irwin. Works it back instead. DeRienzo returning to the match here. David Riley kicks it to the other side. Now worked up by Alexander Irwin. Trying to go to a cutting offensive cut for the chance. Close scores! Nigel Buckley! And the 3-year League One Ontario vet from Pickering gets it through. 1-0 Darby FC. Nigel Buckley gets the opportunity set up. Thomas Sokovsky appeared to be on the assist side of that one. And in the 46th minute, The scoring gets underway.
Darby FC goal scored by number 7,
Nigel Buckley now with 3 goals in the season 2024 for League One Ontario Championship play. They go back straight to the defensive. David Riley flicked up fast to Justin Irwin. Win. Taken back this time by Bastien Aguilera. Kicked far. And a slide tackle. Regrouped Windsor City FC looking for some offense for their start of the half. Just whistling wide. And a great chance from fairly close inside the box. Instead, it just goes wide from Dupuis. So they set things up for the goal kick situation. 1-0 your score. Darby FC with the advantage within the first minute and a half of half number 2. And a long boot. Nearly grazed aside by Nigel Buckley. Instead, Dylan Sato with it. Kicked up, trying to get Dupuis. Bounce back instead to Amoda. Now worked on the sprint from Paez. Worked out to Sato. Looking for a cross. And the wind, rather the non-existence of it, sails it over. Buckley. 47th minute is where they officially score things for him for his first goal and the first goal of the match, should say. Nigel Buckley, 3 on the season after picking up 2 goals previously in 149 minutes as touched upon for the former OCAA East Rookie of the Year with Durham back in 2018. Darby FC flick back, now rolled away, this time by Cavaletti. Work to Aguilera. Aguilera boots it back. On the head, back and forth. And it bounces out for a quick throw in. Darby FC throws it on the motion. Kick back to Alexander Irwin. Saxoner Kraus. Sees it sail all the way back past midfield. Aguilera grazing on the header, and a whistle. Free kick, Windsor City. An interesting night so far here at Acumen Stadium. Had 75% of rain by this point. No rain so far has hit. We've got the 25. As well, Darby FC with the advantage, which if this was to hold, would see them in solid position for the top 4. Here's Justin Irwin. Kicks it off of Sato, still keeps it, kicks it off a couple more bodies. Now Windsor City tries to work it out of danger at the back. Able to sail to midfield. Header battle won by Darby FC. David Riley. Roll back to Alexander Irwin. And another whistle. And here comes the book. Yellow card. And a player is down. It's Alexander Irwin. I think Paez was amongst those in the vicinity. Sure on the official clarification on who got the yellow card there. That comes unofficially in minute 51. So, a current stoppage as they work now on Alexander Irwin. By the way, moments ago, League One Ontario Championship play between Unionville Milliken and St. Catharines Roma getting underway. They're so far drawn up at 0-0, already substitutions in their 5th minute. Looks like we're ready to get back going for the free kick. Instead, they'll call the goalkeeper to do it. Zakos. And no one close to the net. No problem. He nearly gets it on point. Flag raised offside. And a prime opportunity goes for naught. Cuevas now with it. Looks to just pass it. Jerkovic. Likes to float. And a diving header to break up that offensive chance. Irwin can't hold on to it though. Work back again. All the way back to Agapito. It's a lawn on the quick pass. That time worked to the side and out. Payas that time trying to flick it to Cavaletti. And a change. It looks like it Ferry's Akdar coming out. Coming in, Matthew Andreas. And he's been solid in his appearances so far this season. This will be his first opportunity here today. So far this season, a goal on the season. They've confirmed that it is Paez on the yellow card from a couple moments ago, by the way. So that is the second yellow card for Windsor City today. Free kick, meanwhile, in live play for Darby FC. Only two building the wall. Lots of traffic down low and cut down inside the 6. Cuevas rolls it out of danger. Now gives it now for the chance for Dupuy. A run up for Achille. Backs out of it instead, and it's kicked to the grandstand. Achille, lengthy throw. Dupuy, lengthy header. And an easy bounce back to the goalkeeper. Almost 10 minutes through this second half of play. 1-0 Darby FC here on We Digital. Justin Prince with you here from the Rose City.
Substitution in the 51st minute. Number 17,
on the far kick, Darby FC with it.
Number 16,
Looks to set up for Buckley. Buckley flings. Now battled around with Aguilera, able to get it out of danger. And now out. Throw in back by Darby FC. Aguilera calls for space, says again. Lots of bodies able to break up the passes. Now they again go to their speedster, Dupuy. Up the side. Contact drawn, whistle. And another yellow card in hand and into the air. Alexander Irwin. That is now both the Irwins with a yellow card apiece. And a great free kick from the wing, possibly here. They'll set things up from about, give or take, 20, 25 yards away. Just inside the touchline. And quickly jump to Seikos. Up the near side. The lengthy boot bounces to Cuevas. Now the roll up once again by Paez. Now work back on the super slide. Agapito slips on the turf and away. Here comes Darby FC, reset. Trying to work it from Sokomsky. Chance for Justin Irwin. Tries to reach back, whistles blow, back the other direction. A look back to the skies once again. Those chances for precipitation down to just cloudy. And a very cloudy at that. Sometimes the underdog comes in and gets the edge. Nothing like beating the 75% chance of rain today. Back underway. And yet again, the favorite action today seems to be throw-in, another one. Achille from the near side. Quick passing, once again, Achille. Great footwork working with Sato. Tries to go foot racing with Andreas. Andreas backs up, nearly taken back out. Sato nearly takes it to the box instead. Darby FC takes the nearlies all the way back on the attack. Work by Buckley, tackle clean by Windsor City. Sato. Quickly around on the footwork. Andreas has Dupuis to his left. Tries to cross it. A lengthy run just off the whip from Agapito. And that is still, regardless, called the corner for him. St. Darby FC with a last-second touch. They elect to pass it out of the corner kick instead. Now they float it. Top of the box. Lots of bodies kicked away from them. Windsor City FC forced to reset. This is their best chance so far today now. Bounced off the block, Pius. Work from Cavaletti. Agapito. Sato. Now working with Agapito. Santos had to work left side, right side, top, bottom, everywhere in terms of positioning on the pitch. Now Achille. He looks to keep it down low. Now Andreas. Looks for a cross and headed away again. Lands back for a lengthy float out. Paez gets on top of it and out. So almost 30 minutes to work with here in the second half of play unofficially. A lengthy kick by Zakos. Everyone trying to play like Dolphins. Andreas kicks it off of one. Kicks it back off Darby FC's heads. Headed on again. Booted away again. And now all the way back to the side. Out. Take a look at the captain, Bastien Aguilera. So far a very busy night for him. He's been the team captain now, a couple seasons of experience with the C on his chest, a couple yellow cards on his stat line this season. He's also been very critical when we've seen him in college play here at the college. Cavaletti looking for Dupuis. Can he get himself a chance? Trying to work his way around David Riley. Tackle down, does a handstand for a moment. But Darby FC gets it away. They elect to boot it away with Sokomsky. All the way back to the center circle. From the middle third and the halfway line. Intercepted. Yet again, though, pass right back to Jerkovic. Achille. Quick tic-tac passing. Jerkovic. Floated down. Headed by Sato. Sato Beaten out on the body by Zoner Kraus. Kick back again to Zakos. Goal kick bounces all the way back right to Walter Kazenza. Cuevas takes it far side, keeps it far side. Again, Windsor City FC having troubles passing it forward, and a whistle just before the box. They call the free kick from about 31-ish yards away. Buckley drawing some contact a couple times there. Darby FC a good chance again. Justin Irwin, the place kick for the set piece. Play blown in. Cuevas knocks it over the post. And a great stop on the free kick. Cuevas yet again, another impressive save. That's his second this match. They're having to draw a lot of traffic. Pick the right spot and punches it over. Still, corner kick. He'll have to do it again. And a quick deflection, scores! Lots of bodies in the box, and Darby FC puts it in for their second goal of the match. And stunned silence as Buckley gets his second. And just like that, he's doubled up his goal total on the season, 4 in 2024. Watch the left shoulder. Right there. Gets the perfect bounce. Deflects down. Retrieve from Buckley. And it looks like a change. They will bring back out DiLorenzo. Bring in Jaden Vilfort for the first time today. Beaufort, last appearing against Pickering on the 17th. Buckley, 2 goals in 64 minutes. He's been the offense. Now for Darby FC, 2-0 for them. Midfield, handball, and back the other way. Windsor City sprints it away. Andreas to Achille. Back, Justin Irwin. DeSato. Back again. Windsor City FC needing some energy and fast. Andreas can't keep it. Tries to bring him back along instead. Passed for some energy past Justin Irwin. Throw in for Windsor City to Andreas. Kelly backs out to Sturkovich, punts it down, headed out to the stands. Point throw in. Roll to the far side. Aguilera. Cuevas. Jerkovic. Now walked ahead. Aguilera. Gets the bounce back. Still working ping pong back and forth. Lots of passing, short distance. Now near handball. Now there's the whistle. Moda called for it. Two 2-0 your score. 66 minutes unofficially down here in Windsor. Darby FC with the advantage. From the bounce. And once again, Darby FC with a throw-in. Last touch there by appears to be Cavaletti. Cavalletti's been doing a solid job this season in terms of his touches, in terms of his ability to set up some opportunities for Windsor City this season. On the throw, hit off by Aguilera, Andreas. Booted away by Agapito, but off of Darby FC for a throw. Bouncing again. Booted back by Darby FC for the chance for Justin Irwin. Bounces in towards his lap. Has a chance short from a couple deflections. Couple different Windsor City players knocking that loose just in the nick of time. Here's a look once again at the replay and watch. Open space to the left of the goalkeeper. In the end, touched out that time Jerkovic as well as Kelly with some touches. Off the corner kick. Out. This will be goal kick time. Windsor City FC looking to try and apply the gas. Looking to try and find that accelerator pedal for the offense. Kick back the opposite way again. And a reset to Cuevas. Jerkovic. To Achille. Work back to Jerkovic. And Darby FC just takes the header out to reset it. Reminder, tonight's action brought to you by Leona 625. Feel the power. Achille. Again, short work by Paez. Now goes farther, I should say, to the center line. Walked up and passed back and forth for the regroup. Sato. Trying to work this time with Amoda. Forced to reset again to the opposite side of Cuevas. Now Jerkovic. Floated back again. This time Cuevas redirects just in front of the attacking third. Regrouped by Darby FC for their own attack that dies off fast. Achille. Pass back. Wobble around by Paez. Take it away. Justin Irwin. And out. Under 20 minutes to work with. Darby FC still up by 2. Off the throw, a chance close. Buckley dived on top of. Worked a couple times. Aguilera still trying to find a way to find the poking chance on offense. Walked up by Paez. Sato. Sato again. Sees things directed all the way to Andreas. Andreas sees things directed all the way to Pui. Take it away. Booted far, Zakos. Justin Irwin. Kicked off of him, and they'll reset on a throw-in. Jerkovic. Jerkovic. Back again on the walk. Caballetti. Up to Sato. He tries to sidestep another cross attempt. Tapped over the crossbar. And a good effort by Zakos as that will set up the corner. Sato nearly had that blow all the way to the bottom of the crossbar. Now, setting things up is Andreas this time. And headed down, nearly booted back into the box. Darby FC still having a hard time getting away. They now do. Gilly. Again, Agapito drifts on through and into the sky yet again. Pop back and forth at the center logo. Working for the win and motive from the pass. Now the chance for the outside. Andreas searching, shooting, missing. So the opportunities are getting there. It's just a matter of finishing the opportunities. That seems to be the thing. A reminder that this is one of 3 matchups today at this level at the League One Ontario. Well, again, London FC picking up the victory, a big one at the top of the table. TFC Academy's first loss of the year. 1-0 loss to London sees it tie now at the top of the standings. Still 0-0. Unionville Milliken and St. Catharines Roma. St. Catharines looking to try and get out of the basement. They are at the bottom of the relegation table. Sato. Now kicked again. Away from trouble. Achille. Tries to flick it back to the offensive. Work back on the walk. Far side maneuvering. Kanemoda. Passed up. Trying to work to Andreas. Again, taken away. Flicked back towards the near side. On the run, Justin Irwin. Taken again. Santo working the near side of the pitch right now. He gets the ball again. Santo. Quick work. Good setup. Paez has the cut. Looks to slow it back from the angle to Santo. Couldn't get the cross. Buckley. Again in a trip up. Clean tackle. Instead of Moda. Moda gets it. Under 15 minutes unofficially to work with here in the second half. Another cross. Lands in traffic, but David Riley nearly boots it. 3 more fall, but whistles now fly. And another yellow. And they're calling for the training staff, it looks like, here. A lot of bodies starting to go flying there as Dupuy. Some contact also getting checked on here. Appears to be Vilfort. So waiting on confirmation on the yellow card. Dupuy was one of the closest in vicinity. We'll get that official confirmation though first. So they will take this opportunity to talk things over. 2-0, Darby FC.
Windsor City FC yellow card issued to number 9, Krishan Dupuy, in the 75th minute.
running out of time for Windsor City's offensive chances. Darby FC now controlling a lot of the momentum here. That was one of the main talking points during the half. They had more opportunities than Windsor City and had some of the passing, especially early on, when fresh to start the halves down to a T. And we've seen that work immediately with the goal for Buckley. Buckley, in turn, already with 2 goals this half. That's been the difference. Looks like they have sorted things here as Vilfort is back in. Kick from Zekos. Kicked up again. Buckley quick flick. Again. Taken now this time by Windsor City. Paez floated all the way down and a whistle offside. Working to the final 12 minutes, you have to give huge credit to the roster building too for Darby FC. They have a mixture this rotation of players, of youth as well as veterans. We'll say, we talked about their goalkeeper being also a head club goalkeeping coach for the Whitby Iroquois Soccer Club. You have players like Buckley in the league experience. He gets it taken away there. Earlier today, Franz Pangop had some experience in the MLS with the with Minnesota United FC in the Austrian Bundesliga. Many more part of this roster tonight that have been a huge part of this performance here in this mid-table tilt. Now, worked up Justin Irwin. Passed on the roll, Andrew Jerkovic. Kept to the far side. And knocked out. Last touch that time by Campbell. Reminder, as you see their logo, heart of the jersey here tonight for Windsor City FC. On 625, the game sponsor for tonight's festivities to start off the month of June. Another long kick, and that hits some of the players on the bench. Obviously not on the schedule, and better yet, not on the bingo card for some. But it is Darby FC throw-in. Down to about the final 10 minutes to work with here. Short passing Windsor City, looking for a couple more chances. Andreas trying to pass it to Dupuy, stopped by 3 different defenders. There he goes. Now another long boot, looking for Buckley. Lands at Buckley's feet, but draws the whistle. Bit too physical that time with Cavalletti. A free kick situation for Darby. Setting things up 39 yards away from the goal line. A lengthy boot. Cuevas gets the 38-yard kick. Now Achille. Now the work from Sato. Sato runs it. Sato cuts it. Good pass. Now worked outside. Paez to Sato on a give and go. Sato, first reset. Now flicked past. In, Ashkud Mohammadi is now in, as well as Cameron marched for the match for Cameron Roach. A chance, Sato. Short pass. And an pick up from Seikos. Amoda had an opportunity, and yet again, it goes for naught. A good pass off the free, and they'll set for the throw. Under 8 minutes to work with here on We Digital. Looking at how the table is projected right now with how things stand here with this match. Here's a look at how this could have changed things up, at least for the goal differential. Dupuy on the shot rather took the low power. Was about to say as offside flag raised. Maybe too physical regardless. Looks like they have called for the whistle to the free kick. The contact rather from the outside official. It's about to say the table with how it's looking for Darby FC. Third will be where they stand if the score line holds. You know why? There was a change in terms of the score lines. We can tell you St. Catharines Roma up 1-0 in their matchup. That would see, again, Darby FC third in the table if that score line holds with half a match to go. 83rd minute. Pass to Sato. Read like a book. Hamdi. Now Sato. Forced to reset. Jerkovic. Now on the Weeble Wobble. Paez from the dribble. Working for it, Cavaletti. Now Andreas. Munsel's running forward as Dupuy has it land short of him. Broken up a couple times over. And Zenko just gets it. Is the confirmation, by the way, coming from the score lines. Buckley, 2 confirmed goals. It's been the big storyline today. Can he get a hat trick? Or this ends. His number 7 counterpart, Dylan Santo, wants to try and trim this gap by 2. He looks for a cut left. Pass back instead, all the way back to the defensive layer. Achille. Work back again. Jerkovic again to Cuevas. Coming up to the final couple minutes here. Cavaletti. Again, pass short. Again to Achille. And this time whistled to the grandstand just about. An arrow throw in. Achille back and forth. Paez. Cavaletti. Now, Agapito slide out. It looks like they will have some substitutions before we get things set for another throw-in. 13 for 7. That is Nigel Buckley coming out after a stellar performance today. Eric Savez comes in for the first time today. All the way to the goal line. Santo was once those close, but offside. Looking for the kick as Zekos. Headed back to Sato. Worked up by Amoda.
Entering the match is number
Trying to find some space, Agapito.
Chavez. Exiting the match is number 7.
And too many bodies. Fleur de Cavaletti. Aguilera. Again, breezed out. Sato. Again from the pressure. Trying to slice to the box. Near troubles with it. Long pass back to Sato. Kicks it all the way back to the opposite side. Booted asunder. Again by Darby FC. Baez. Worked up. On the run. Goes all the way back to Paez. Now Jerkovic. Achille. Sato. Sato looks another cross. This time gets one, but well over the net. It's another goal kick situation as we get ready to close things out here. From midfield, Achille. Now bounce to it, him. Throw in Windsor City. They need a lot of things to happen here to try and close this up now. Darby FC playing keep away again. Too much contact before the landing. Windsor City ball. Dump again. Achille. Dump by Jerkovic. Now spurts it by Campbell all the way up, rather, that time by Amoda. Back to him. Jerkovic. Worked back again to Amoda. Worked the pressure. Agapito out of his grasp, and another throw in. And a Windsor City player is down. And it's just in front of the Darby FC bench there. So it looks like it's Andreas back up. Looks like they'll set things up on the discussion. For now, it looks like free kick instead is the signal with the player down. We're at the 90th minute complete here unofficially. Still looking for the added time. It is now up 3 minutes. 3 minutes of added time. Windsor City needs all of it to have a chance here. Pass to Andreas outside. Now looks to run it back in. Shuffled off. Again by the physicality. Sikowski. All the way to the throw-in. Batted towards the parking lot. The fans try to work fast to get it shuffled. Work towards the box already. Breezing through that added time, by the way, about a minute. Cuevas. Kicks it to the fourth official. Pajic. And somebody will need to take the throw-in. And out. the other direction. With how things look here, with 90 seconds estimated to work with, Darby FC in line for win number 3 this season. It'd be a big one for Darby FC on their respective season to get them to 3rd in the table, or a tie of that, with 10 points on the season if this holds. Just 5 back of the front runners. They now take it away, now taken back by Aguilera. Darby FC holds on, and now offside, flag raised. No matter what, though, it sails out. Now, for Windsor City FC, this would drop them to 6th in the table, strictly in the mid-table, right behind BVB IA Waterloo. That would see them with 6 points and a 2-4 record. A long kick, looking for something for the scoreboard. Track down fast, Sato blocks it, Sato tracks it, kicks, whistle. Free kick, and Windsor City needs to work fast to set this up. They are just about out of time. Looks like they will try for at least a place set piece. Paez. Only 2 in front for the wall. Already unofficially 3 minutes to the out of time. Headed away. Windsor City still with the chance. Knocked back towards midfield. Achille. Rolls turf side. Now Andreas. Looks cross side. Dupuy flicked away. And that is it. Darby FC picks up the W. They move into the top 3 in League One Ontario Championship play. 2-0 your final.
And the final score is
2 goals go the way of Nigel Buckley to lead the team now in scoring with 4 on the season. And they now move to 3-2-1. On that note, it's time to say goodbye. For the rest of the crew, I'm Justin Prince saying so long. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You've been watching League One Ontario play here on We Digital.